Okay, welcome, welcome. My name is Lee, and I am streaming. Um, so, for those of you who don't know, I usually do like one late night a week, but the late night is being um, beautiful. Okay, so funny story. I have a fun little what was I going to say? I have a whole thing wherein I can't where am I doing? Creator dashboard. Here we go. And boom. So I have we're basically starting to work it's basically ramping up the number of packages we have every night. So what they're doing is called Prime, which means they're having people come in early, and I keep coming in early because I can make more money if I do, and I'm running out of funds. Not like direly running out of funds, but it's nice to have the extra, cushion. And also, I like working extra hours. Gives me something to do. And if I don't work the extra hours, I'm going to be, doing nothing with large stretches of time, and it really isn't good for my brain. So, I like working. I wrote a poem at work, too, today. Or at least part of one. Hi. Yes, hello. I'll feed you after the stream, I promise. Sorry, I was just talking to the fishies. I have two beautiful, gorgeous fish that live just over. And actually, soon I'm going to get myself a USB splitter, and then I can have a fish cam, maybe. Well, I can have another cam. I've been doing it with a dice cam, but I could, focus it on the tank and have the fish pop up on camera. Or focus it on the dice and then move it and then show the fish off occasionally. Because if I bring the fish forward to show them on this camera, yeah, let's just say that did not end well for my last laptop, and leave it at that. But we're doing another late night stream. I could do another type up stream, but I don't know. I feel I found it like let's see what we could do something else instead. Like let's do something besides type up every once in a while, let's go. Not Mask Now, Though Tap, Ava the Undying. We're doing that tomorrow. Ooh, Deathwatch, core rulebook. Let's do. Actually, you know what we could do? Since it's Tuesday, and I usually do Warhammer 40k on Tuesday, and I'm probably not going to end up doing a stream on Thursday because increased work hours means increased time, for a lot of things. So I'm probably not going to end up doing a Tuesday stream. So what I could do, if I could find the proper notebook, which here it is. Found it. There, this notebook. And you might notice that this notebook is falling apart at the seams. This is a thing. Yes, this is almost gone. But I typed up everything that's on this page. So if it falls off, it falls off. No big deal. But I'm keeping it on because it protects this page from falling off, and subsequently it protects the next one, etc., etc. If I don't rip off the pages as I go, they don't fall apart as easily. I found, so I'm keeping it for that. But what I could do, this could be kind of fun. Let's do that. Let's bring up notes. And what we can do is go to Expectus Primus. Notes. Not that one. Alright. history of Expectus Primus. Here we go. Boop. Here we go. So I have a whole list of... I have a little list, and they never will be missed. Actually, this is a blue box cup. The straw is not the straw that came with it. It's a completely different straw. I'm just... it came with a water bottle I have, but it came with a backup straw, and I haven't switched it out yet, so I'm just using it for this cup, because I lost the straw that came with this cup, so now I just have a... Drinking from straws is nice, but I always feel guilty about the single-use ones, especially since I don't really need them, and I don't mind drinking from, you know, like an actual cup, and, ooh, check it out. It's a tiny sliver of a wooden pallet that got stuck in my shirt, because that is the price you pay for working these things. What was I going to say? I had a whole... Oh, yes. What I was going to say was I have a whole... The Expectus Primus. I have done one shot so far. It's streamed, and it is on YouTube. It did get up just before the video expired on Twitch. And I even made it public, and I put it in the... If you go to the YouTube channel attached to the stream, there is indeed a list of one-shots. Except that for the first 15 minutes, my audio was out, and I didn't realize it. So the players could hear me, but no one else could. So for the first 15 minutes, it's just player audio. And then it goes back, and I'm bobbing again, which is good. Let's see. But we have any number of crew members and the security personnel. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Yes, this is all the ship components. These are all the planets. Let's see. Oh, Growth. And lots of stuff on Growth because... Oh, right! We had a whole... You know, like, for the we had a whole backstory for Growth. But what I wanted to do for today, because we were going to do a type-up stream, right? And I figure type-up stream, but we could combine the two, in that I have a bunch... So, in this notebook, most of the characters are Pathfinder 1st Edition characters. But, okay, Griselda, then we have Claude, and, oh yes, here we go. But I have a Chanthine. I have a bunch of Warhammer 40k characters and notes for Rogue Trader. So I was thinking what we could do is type up some of them. Now I have had a few, but it'd be fun to do a... okay, that's Janthine, so I have all her stuff typed up, so that's good. Common lore, machine called into, yes. Servo skull named Kato, Viseria, implants, Odette. Okay, Viseria we have typed up. That's her planet, home planet. I'm checking up the list of planets. Oh yes, Sarah, Grell, Volthea. Some of these ones that have like a few lines, I have more in the notebook. So what we're doing is, Hive World. Yes, I typed up all of Saria, so we got all of that down. Through Icton, who is also a Pathfinder 1st Edition character. An animal companion. Oh, Bruiser, who is combat trained, 2 hooves. Oh, pony. Okay, combat pony. Okay. Nicolette, who is a 6th level monk. Okay, Adet, who we have, and right. So I think we typed up Adet. Okay, let me just check to see if we typed up Odette. Kato. Odette. Yep, we did. Palette, skier. And we did type up... Okay, that's the ship stats, which you typed up. Minion of Claude, Zeptek the Kobold, who will get typed up eventually. Bard Andre Duchamp, notes on Rochevier, Magisterisme, Divine Bond, the Paladin. Oh, yes, that's the Flail Snail. Okay. That was when I did a cool Origin Path. Xyle. Oh, yes, this is Xyle's. Let's see if we have, and we do have Xyle typed up. Death World, Scavenger, Insane. Yes. I don't think he's so much insane as he's slightly autistic, and, well, maybe not slightly is the wrong word. Maybe, well masking, but not well masking enough that he can't, gets along. And, yeah. Yes. Kurosawa, who actually, I believe, let's see, implants. Harmon, here we go. That'd be this guy. Voidmaster. Fortune. Yes. He had all of the same, exactly the same as Janthine, and which was, we calculated it and it was 1 in 6,000 or something ridiculous like that. So I was like, all right, you know what? Since we're just gonna say they got press king by 2 different people, and you know, battle you. Charm, lore, basic tech use, charm, talents. Yeah, okay. Unshakable faith, traits, micro. Okay, gear. All right. Oh, Hamish, the Death World. And then this is several notes on the Expectus Primus that we did. But okay, Hamish, the Death World. Let's see how much did we have notes on Hamish. Let's see. Got notes on Harmon. Let's see if we need notes on Hamish, the planet. And yes, we named the planet Hamish, which is a name. A human's name. Why did we name the planet Hamish? Because Bees named the planet Hamish, and Bees was really cool. I think we named a planet after Bees, too. So, oh, also, fun fact, we are listing, if you guys have a planet, a cool name that you think, hey, that would be a cool thing to name a planet, throw it in the chat, or I guess the comment section if you end up watching this later as a YouTube video. I do put them up on YouTube, so if you ever run into a YouTube video, this as a YouTube video later, first of all, hi. Thank you for waiting through all these ridiculousness. I appreciate it. Welcome. Secondly, throw it in the comments, because even if I, have gotten 10,000 more planets, and it's years later, I'll probably still need planet names. So, for sure. But yeah, Twitch chat, if anyone's alive now, which doesn't look like anyone's in, is, let me check something, actually. Real quick. I forgot to do a thing. So you're gonna have to bear with me. Ooh, sorry. Cool beans. Forgot to do important stuffs. In terms of actually getting people to come to the plan. All right. Sorry. Basically, I'm. Yeah, it's enough of that. Just to type up stream. Worst case scenario, no one comes. It's fine. These late night streams are kind of chill sesh, you know. We type up notes, we hang out. I usually get exhausted at some point in the middle of the stream. Hasn't happened yet, but I'll start yawning, and then and eventually just kind of crash. But for now, oh right, we're checking out Hamish. Sorry, I got very distracted and was trying to get some people to come to chat, and apparently it's not happening, but it's okay. Social, let's growth. Corstanis, I think I'm keeping Corstanis. I didn't write anything on it, but I'm pretty sure I did in Visceria, Hamish, Deathworld. This is what we did last time. I remember this. Slow moving river drains into the ocean. Let's see. Produce mushrooms being one of the main crops. Aquaponics. And fish. Built from cast off scraps. Spiritus, with extreme months of flooding creating swamps and extreme heat. Reindeers talk to volcanic vents, unpredictable, except the animals can. Yeah, okay, we got all of that. Okay, and then we have Henri de Plume, and he's a La Domain cleric. So that's cool. Larissa, who is. Oh. That's the prepped spells for, Briar and their spouse having a hi, hello, Rad Trills, welcome. I'm doing all right so far tonight. I'm typing up, so because I usually do Warhammer 40k on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or that was my traditional schedule before. Oh hey, thanks for the follow, by the way. I've been going through this notebook. So, whoa, don't do this. Back when I first started the stream, I started taking notes in this notebook. We do, character creation on stream, or we do, we do character creation, we do planet creation, we do various things. And I had my stream notebook, and then it started to fall apart. And then I came up with this, hey, let's type up on the stream, on the screen and do notes. So I've, since I started doing that, what I've been doing is on the late night streams when, what I've been doing is typing up. So because I traditionally did Warhammer 40k, I've been typing up some Warhammer 40k characters, or I've been seeing what I have and haven't typed up. So Jarian, I believe I've typed up. Let me, check. Yeah, Jarian actually is the captain of the Expectus Primus. And that's about Boa. Okay, that's all the planets. So, and I believe I typed up her, character sheet because she was actually recently appeared on stream. Captain Jarian Helmsholl, who was played by Terry. I don't know if you know Roll for Perception. He came on as a special guest. And I ran the one shot. Harmon and Adorna Jonah. Power Axe. Johan Hansen the 45th. And Captain, yes. Forge, Rogue Trader, right. Prestige, High Vendetta, Zealot, Unwavering Clarity, Child of the, yes. Okay, we did type her up already. So, not necessarily, like, if there are any typos or there anything, like, in notes that I realize I forgot to include, I'll add them in as well, but, if I find anything that I forgot to include, I'll pop that in while I go, but generally, it's mostly just typing up, Air Authority, Pistol, Weapon Training, yep, alright, let me see. I had a paragraph there on what happened to her. Did I have anything on Bert? No, that was just prep for that. I have a whole, then there's the lore part, which is just a, implants. Nope, that's for, yes. Right. Scooped like this. Previous. Okay, so she had been. I feel like she okay, so she was since she was 12. So I'm gonna say I'll cut the difference in 10. Previously she had been what had she been doing? Okay. No. That was, scooped up like this. She had been, raised, she had been, let's see, she'd been left in the care of the Church of the God Emperor as the God Emperor as the Omnisaya. Hi! Oh! A Plantra. Sure. So I don't know if you know the Herbalist Primer. Sure, we can have a little distraction with the plant. I don't know how much, yeah, I hear you on that one. So this is the deck of, yeah, we can do a little distraction. Herbalist flashcards. It comes from the Herbalist Primer, but basically, these are in alphabetical order. So I'm going to try to keep them in this order. Oop. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut the deck. I'm trying to find one random one. That one. This one looks cool. I don't know what it is yet. We shall see. Lotus. Ooh, check it out. So, I don't know if this is here. I mean, here, just so I can see how the camera. Lotus, and that's the picture. Let's see. Nelembo nucifera. Nelumbo nucifera. An aquatic flowering plant of high ornamental value. It finds multiple uses in medicine, gastronomy, as well as sacred, religious, and magical rites. The seeds raw or as flour, starchy rhizomes as vegetables, leaves as salad greens. Medical. It's an astringent. It lowers blood pressure, stops blood vomiting, bloody urination, and nosebleeds. Now, of course, plant medicine is always a little dicey, and these cards are not. They specify don't trust these as sole medical advice, but, treats diarrhea, sunstroke, premature ejaculation, and excessive menstruation. Interesting. Let's see. Magical uses. Purifies and concentrates, cleanses the psychic space, helps in reincarnation. Breaks love spells and mental manipulations, and can be used to open locks. Habitat is floodplains, slow-moving rivers, ponds, and water gardens. It goes up to 200 centimeters underwater and then 30 to 50 centimeters above the water. It's a perennial, and you can forage for the whole plant. It's kind of white to pink. The flowers are kind of white to pink. Large, paltate floating leaves. So, cool. I did not know that lotus could be used for that sort of thing. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I have a whole deck of these. And it is kind of fun to break up the type-ups, or even just random streams just to read about them. So, pretty cool. I threw that, I actually did the unboxing on stream, and I threw that in, and I was like, hey, we could have a day to pop in and do random plant cards. So, I think you're the first person to redeem that for random plant cards, so that's cool. Always fun. But yeah, I don't know how much you know about Warhammer 40k lore. Okay, the church, Sorry, it's a fascinating interest of mine. So, the God Emperor of Mankind is a human, but he's really just a superhuman. And the Omnissiah is the traditional Church of Mars, meaning the all-knowing. It's basically the idea of a being of pure knowledge who is responsible for the machine spirits who basically the Church of the Machine is the worship of machine spirits, and the understanding in a sacred way of how the spirits of the machine work, and you have to pray to the machine spirits to make the machines work. And basically the idea is that the human soul is pure, but the flesh is at best. And you want to replace as much of your flesh as possible with metal bits, essentially. But you can't do AI because of the AI rebellion that started the Age of Strife, which was the end of the Dark Age of technology in the far distant past, when all the really cool stuff was invented. Humans relied too much on AI, and then the AI rebelled, and it basically screwed everyone over. That and the birth of the Chaos God Slaanesh. Sorry. Warhammer 40k is a lot of lore. They had to create a universe in which any faction could fight any other faction, including potentially itself, and have it make sense. So there's a lot of lore. But the Church of the Emperor is the Omnissiah, is a small faction of the Tech Priests of Mars who see that the Emperor, who is the rest of the Imperium of Mankind, are mandated to worship the Emperor as the deity, even though he himself, when he was, before he got put on life support, and he's been on life support for the past 10,000 years, ruling from the Golden Throne of Terra through only his psychic power, barely alive. But before he got put in the Golden Throne, when he was still, like, alive, he actually tried to mandate atheism. He said that worship of any kind was bad, that it was dangerous, that it created false security, it was a bad thing. And then, well, yeah. So now, the fact that he's worshipped is the only thing that's keeping humanity alive, because it gives him the power through the warp to power the Astronomicon. So, you know, there's that. So yeah, it's actually kind of, an irony that he kind of pushed atheism while he was alive, and now he's the God Emperor of mankind. But he is, and the Inquisition makes sure to enforce his worship, and if you don't believe in the God Emperor of mankind, the Tech Priests kind of get an exception because they are the only ones who can make any of the technology run, so they always got the exemption, from before the enforced atheism and from the worship of the Emperor, essentially, the cult of the machine spirit, because the machine spirits are so important to everything, to space travel and to warfare and to just everything, is to have these machine spirits. So if you don't, if you aren't nice to your local tech priests, they will make your machine spirit stop working, and then but the Emperor is the Omnissiah is kind of a fusion of those two ideas, and I kind of and Captain Helmskull, who is the captain of this rogue trader ship, was raised in the Church of the Emperor of the Emperor as the Omnissiah. So on a planet called Bertland, which might be that. Let's see. God Emperor is the Omnissiah. Omnissiah. Just after, had gotten command. Yes, and then all of that. Okay. Reports everywhere. Did I have notes on Bertland? Bertland. I do, actually. Let's see if... Always save. Always randomly hit save your work. Let's see. Did I have... planets... Lore was planets. Yeah, these are all planets I created. Because the Imperium of Man in Warhammer 40k is so vast, so incredibly vast, you can basically invent planets and it would make sense that it exists somewhere. And so I've been kind of working on inventing planets. Also Forge World, run by the Adeptus Mechanicus. Emperor's Omnisci, at least officially, though they tacitly ignored large... Okay, so let's see if I have anything in notes here that is not also there. And then we... let's see. Rogue Ranger. Well, mostly Ranger. Let's see. Ooh, Farena. She's the navigator, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Is Moon of the Gas Giant. Moon of a Gas Giant. Okay, so Forge World. Are mined for resources, with one being an agri-world. Oh, okay. So other moons in the system. And one, that's pretty cool. I'd forgotten I created that. I don't know if, Oh, Sig, hi! I mean, I could write a Warhammer 40k love... Also my Lurkamajiggy thing is working, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, hi Sig, welcome. I'm just doing the type up on Bertland right now, which is a planet. I have not written a Warhammer... I might write a Warhammer 40k love story. Well, actually, that's not true. I've never written a Warhammer 40k love story. I've written a lot of Warhammer... Actually, not written love stories so much as implied them or included romantic couples in the background, NPCs for various Warhammer 40k games. But, you know, fun stuff. Also, I'm glad my Lurkamajiggy thing is working. So that's cool. But yeah, we've been, I have Rad is a Warhammer 40k newbie, so I've been kind of indoctrinating them in the lore, but also, you know, typing up about Bertland and, Captain Helmshull and all that jazz, you know, the usual nonsense. Yeah. Oh, one of the moons of Bertland is an agri-world. I forgot about that. And one of them is an agri-world. Is an agri-world. Probably algae. I mean, what else could you grow on a moon? I mean, that's probably a fairly good rule. Just in general. But yeah. Ugh, sorry, my nose is itchy. I went into work early today, which is why I wasn't stream earlier. I gonna do a lot of late nights this week because I've been going in at... Alright, don't drink random purple stuff. Alright, good to know. Let's see. One of them is an agri-world. And then... Okay, there's one officially well-known Magos that's, only one high-up Magos. Okay, so that's worth noting. One of them is an agri-world. There's also an Imperial world. Also, um, 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 oh, it's got 2 docks for repairs. Okay, so it's ships take 80 to 100 years to build. And they work on 3 at a time. And everyone on the planet is involved somehow in the... Okay. There's also an Imperial world. World farther into the system. Farther. Slaanesh. Slaanesh. Slanslosh. Actually makes sense. Slanslosh. It's got the electrolytes humans crave. In case anyone watching doesn't know, the Chaos God Slaanesh is associated with the color purple. She who thirsts and/or the Dark Prince. Hermaphroditic, decadent, dangerous, kind of the god of rape and overdose, excess and pleasures and going too far. Drinking things associated with Slaanesh, bad idea. I'm just saying. So actually, you know what? I'm pulling that for a crave. Not a crave. For the Discord. Also, by the way, not that one. We need to go to this one. If anyone is here now, I'm popping this in the Discord. I'm popping the... Okay. A, I'm popping the Discord invite link here. Then B, I'm going to copy this into the Discord. Boom, boom, boom. No. Okay. Yeah. Come hang out on in the Discord. It's a lot of fun. I'm getting crash, but okay. Hang on. First, I want to make sure I get everything on Bertland down. Farther into the system. There's one well-known mage. Okay, is one known Magos. Of a higher rank, decent rank. Not part of that group. That means in the... Okay, so... It's 2 docks for repair. And 3 for building ships. Ships take from 80 to 100 years. Wait. Over 8 decades. Some centuries. At minimum, years. And everyone somehow all right, I think that's everything we got. Okay, save work. All right, I'm stealing that for the Discord too. If you want me to. Yeah, I am going to crash hard. Let's see. But we typed up Bertland, so that's pretty cool. And then Farna is next. We'll probably end up doing her next time I do. Either next time I do a Warhammer 40k type up, or just in general. Thank you for stopping in, everyone. I have. Well, you know, it's peak season, so we're busting our ass and stuff, and I still have to do the Black Secret Santa present and a whole host of other stuff. So, oh, also the thingy came. Thank you, by the way, for that. So I appreciate. All of you are awesome. A good friend of a friend of who's it? It's a fundraiser. We're gonna raid into a friend of, I think it's a friend of Creeps, who either a friend of Creeps or a friend of Time Lord Wife, both of whom are really awesome streamers, who is doing a fundraising stream for his sick cat. So, or for their sick cat. So we're going into that. So come along, see if we can't. All right.